broadcasting from Fentes, Kuwait. This is the Me and Larry reality video show. LTL editorial news for December 3rd, 2009 continued. I told you on the last segment, Afghanistan should have been done first. I know myself because I was thinking so much about Saddam Hussein and how he mistreated the people there in Iraq. But the thing was, when the Twin Towers went down and when Al-Qaeda was taking credit for that downfall, and American people cried out, and it was telling, first they was joining together in America, a bipartisan group was saying, God bless America. And then it should have been retribution. Yes, it was retribution on Afghanistan. They had Osama Bin Laden on the ropes in the mountains. They had the Moab bomb that comes out of Florida. They was testing it out down in Florida, the Moab bomb, and what it can do, better known as the cave buster, all that. And he still escaped. Why is that? Because the attention was diverted into what was being done in Iraq, and it was like a revenge factor. All of a sudden, George W. Bush must have heard from his father and maybe down in Saudi saying, "This Saddam Hussein for his heart, he's the one that's backing him up." But if it was Osama Bin Laden, and we found out later on that they are not, they wasn't in on this together, because Saddam Hussein was in on trying to rule his people with a heavy fist. Of course, he wanted to have a tall building and name after him, like he did in back in the holy days of Babylon, have a tall building. Well, okay. So let him try to have that. It would have failed, because pride comes before a fall. And what happened was we did not accomplish what we needed to accomplish. Get Osama Bin Laden, because if you would have took care of him financially, you crippled the Taliban and the Al-Qaeda group, because they need some financial backing. And no other country like China or Russia or Iran is going to come and just say, "Hey, here's some money. Go and get you. Here's some money. You can buy some arms with that, or nuclear missiles or anything." All of a sudden, even people religious on religious TV was talking about go after Iraq because of the weapon of mass destruction, and have people to buy into it. I bought into it too. But really, the weapon of mass destruction was not chemicals that Saddam Hussein was doing. He was doing it to have control of his country by putting it on the Kurds. Yes. And then went over there and found out that the weapon of mass destruction was really not there. If it was of the nerve agent and the chemicals. Really, today, and just like back then, the weapon of mass destruction, see, mass means a large, that means lots of people, is nuclear missiles. And they have nuclear enrichment programs and training centers like you have in Iran. See, Iran proved the point of what it is to have weapon of mass destruction. When you're building 10 nuclear sites for your nuclear missiles, and they say it's a peace, come on. I got something for that later on. But the thing is, Afghanistan should have been done first. Make sure you had that. It would have really boosted the morale of the military and the coalition, that they accomplished what they needed to accomplish to take care of those who was responsible for the 9/11. Take care of that. Then if you want to go after the oil, reportedly, or Saddam Hussein to really free the people and to train the soldiers there, then you could do that. What happened was the cost of it, it put America in the red. I don't care if we had a lot of contractors, but contractors were doing a lot of scamming, the other contractors. And it was a lot of scams, and people was losing, America was losing money on that, the taxpayers. So $1 trillion deficit later, now we're going back to Afghanistan, and it's going to cost American people more money. Now the finger pointing is going to be like, now it's Obama. First, it should be George W. Bush on having his decision diverted. Second, it should be those of his staff members and the chief of staff are to blame. Next time, finish the job. Don't leave your mess for the future president. And I'll be back with more LTL editorial news.